You spend the time adjusting the belts on the stop, can you?
Well, it's not the belts are not a problem, but moving the seat backwards and forwards on a runner is not necessarily that safe nor that reliable. So this is simple. It takes a bit longer, probably 2-3 more seconds to get it in and out, but it actually holds you quite well. And you know, we're a bit different in size, as you probably noticed.
How comfortable is the car? How comfortable is this?
Actually, it's great. Yeah, really good. Fine.
Thanks, John.
Oh, look at that. That's the Holden Young Lions entry. They didn't need that. Unbelievable. That's Jason Bargwanna has crashed the Holden Young Lions entry, and that is severe damage. Wow.
Well, amazing. Look at him. Look at that. That absolute shock. Jason Bargwanna, the body language tells it all. This man, young fellow's gone from hero to zero. Goodness me, where's he put that in? I think that's Forest Elbow.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out of Forest Elbow. Yep. Let's have a look at that on the replay. He's gone straight on crutch.
Wow.
Now that was a very serious impact. The picture tells the story. He has really given that wall a cloud. Look at the damage to the car. Another one on the left-hand side just to finish it off.
Well, they won't start for sure, surely, Mark.
Well, I wouldn't think so. I mean, they've done some miraculous things, but that was severe damage. Jason Bargwanna will be shattered. Your heart goes out to him. Like, he's just done such a fabulous job, he and Mark Noske, throughout qualifying. John Smales.
Absolute disbelief in the Holden team. Team manager Jeff Gretsch, can you get the car repaired?
No, I think it's on the TV it looks pretty bad, John, so don't know, we'll have to wait till we get it back and have a good look at it, but I think it's probably gone in a bit too hard.
What did you say to the guys before they went out? Was there any plea for caution in this morning's qualifying, like warm-up?
Yes, there always is on a warm-up. I mean, that's the objective. It's just a warm-up, but you know, I mean, once the driver's in the car, you know, you certainly lose a little bit of control of them. But you know, I mean, it might have been just a mishap. I mean, all drivers have mishaps, whether they're young or old. So you know, that's life.
You've forgiven the mishaps before. With Lowndes last year at Sandown when he went off, young blokes bringing them through. It is difficult, isn't it, to get into their heads?
Yeah, I have to say yes. But you know, it's all part of the experience, isn't it? Really. I mean, they all go through it. You can't be too hard on them. Otherwise, we'd never have young athletes coming through. So, you know, really, there's not too much to be said. Jason's probably saying it all himself, and he's just got to pick himself up and press on from there. You know, it's one of those things he'll probably remain in his head for the rest of his life.
How about for you, Jeff?
Oh, look, it's a disappointment for the team. I mean, they've worked damn hard, and there's not much you can say about it. It's, you know, I mean, the disappointment will be on their face as much as Jason's. That's what happens, and there's not much you can do about it.
Jeff Gretsch, thank you.
Okay.
Well, surely there must have been some sort of mechanical or brake problem, because he just went straight on. Let's have a look at a full-speed replay of that incident. Jason Bargwanna, oh, the whole car got fully airborne.
Now, I'd be interested to talk to Jason Bargwanna when he gets back. He just went in, looked like his speed was unabated. He may have had some sort of brake drama. We'll find out when he gets back to the pits, but that was a shocking crash.
Well, it's very, very uncharacteristic. He and Mark Noske have had a terrific weekend so far. Jason put the car on provisional pole on Friday and then qualified 5th fastest. Just unbelievable. Let's have a look at the full Shell Helix grid for you. From pole position for the 1997 Primus 1000, Peter Brock and Mark Skate. Glenn Seaton and David Parsons will share that front row.
What a fantastic grid. Row 2, Greg Murphy and Craig Lowndes in the second Holden Racing Team Commodore, Larry Perkins and Russell Lingle in the Castrol VS.
Back to row 3. Well, you can scratch that one almost for sure. Bargwanna and Noske, it doesn't look like they'll start. Alan Jones and the American, Scott Pruitt.
Row 4, Dick Johnson and John Bowe in the Shell 17 Ford, John Faulkner and Win Percy in the Fisher and Bay Kell Commodore.
We go back to position 9, 2 young guys, Steve Johnson and Kiwi, Craig Baird, Wayne Gardner and Neil Crompton, they round out the top 10.
Row 6, Stephen Richards and Jim Richards, the father and son combination of the Valvoline Commodore, Mark Larkham and Andrew Medecky in the Mitre 10 Ford.
Back to row 7, position 13, John Trimble and previous Bathurst winner Thomas Nazira, Greg Crick and Peter Fitzgerald, they're on the 14th position.
They are the first of the privateers, 2 good effort there. Row 8, Darren Hossack and Steve Ellery and Peter Bradbury, Anthony Tratt, Paul Stapel teaming up in the second Coke Commodore.
Row 10, we go back and it's row 9 rather, Terry Finnegan, Terry Shiel, Trevor Ashby and Steve Reed out of position 18.
Second to the privateers, Mark Paul and Tony Scott in the City of Gawler Commodore, Paul Romano and Alan Grice in the Romano Racing Holden.
Row 11, John Cotter and Peter Dillman, Ryan McLeod and Darren Pate, another young combination.
Yeah, the privateers really getting in amongst it. Row 12, Bob Pearson, Allan McCarthy in the Product Commodore, Kevin Heffernan and Danny Osborne in the Price Attack Machine.
Back to row 13, position 25, Chris Smurden and Charlie Cox, Ray Hislop and Tim Briggs.
Row 14, Mal Rose and Kevin Burton in the Fairfax Commodore, Mike Conway and Gavin Monaghan and the ex-Dick Johnson Racing Ford.
Back to position 29, row 15, Kevin Waldock, John Smith, Neil Shembry and Ian Luff out of position 30.
And they keep coming too. Row 16, Bruce Williams and Paul Gover in the Privateers Commodore, Gary Wilmington and Bill Siders in the Commodore.
We've got lots more to come. Row 17, Malcolm Steniken and Peter Gazzard, Wayne Russell and Rick Shaw.
Row 18, Peter O'Brien, Ron Barnacle and Brian Callaghan in the Commodore, Ian Palmer and John English.
Back to row 19, Brian Walden, Steve Williams, Scotty Taylor, Stephen Bell and Bill Attard out of position 38.
Row 20, Tony Longhurst and Charlie O'Brien. After those dramas in qualifying, they start right back there. Michael Hart and Peter Lawrence in the Commodore.
We go back, the final position, it's the girls. They had some bad luck. Melinda Price and Kerryn Brewer. Well, don't leave us, don't go away. We'll be right back after this break.
A special team that's built momentum all year leading up to this race. This is their showpiece, and unfortunately, in the warm-up this morning, if you've just joined us, Jason Bargwanna, for circumstances we're not sure about, put the car into the wall on the mountain. Right now, he's with Barry Sheen.
Jason, that was a major crash. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Barry. I mean, I'm just so disappointed for the guys. They've put so much effort in all week, and especially for Mark here. I mean, it's I think we really had a good, strong chance today, and it's just all gone wrong this morning.
And what was the reason? What happened?
Look, it was just my fault. I mean, I come over the top there. I turned into the corner, the rear of the car stepped out a little bit, and it just clipped the inside wall. As soon as it did that, it just took off into the outside wall. So, I mean, it's just such a disappointing thing. I mean, we've seen lots of guys crash around here at Bathurst. It's an easy place to get it wrong, and you know, I'm just so disappointed for the guys because you know, I mean, they've done such a good job.
Mark, it's going to be a frustrating day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be, but I mean, we were right up there until this happened, and we're both out giving it a red-hot go all week, and it's just unfortunate this has happened.
Yeah, well, you know, I know how you feel. As you say, it's a racing accident, and nobody can appreciate how you feel.
No, it's pretty hard. I mean, every time I go out on the track, I try my hardest, and you know, we were just playing with setup this morning for the race package, and we're making sure that our driver changes were right and things like that. So I was just out there having a go and just got it wrong.
Well, at least you both live to fight another day.
Yeah, well, that's right. Hopefully we'll come back next year and you know, get past lap 1.
Don't be too hard on him. Don't be too hard on him.
No, I mean, it's not his fault. It's just one of those things that happen. It can happen to the best of them, and it's happened to us today.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, well, despite the result this weekend, and of course it's a very disappointing one for all of us, really. We would have loved to have seen Noski and Bargwanna out there competing. They were very, very quick, made some great moves at Sandown where they were really tough conditions, very wet there, and they held it together extremely well as a team. Now,
it's a special place, Mount Panorama. For more than 3 decades, the world's best drivers and teams have tried to master its unique challenge. But only one man can still claim the title of Mountain Master. His name is Brock. To the Bathurst fans, he's the Messiah. For them, Brock worshipping is a religion. It matters not that 10 long years have passed since their hero last drove a V8 to victory lane. At 52 years of age, the man is still fit, focused and fast, leaving the faithful to wonder why he's calling it quits.
Well, I've just got so many other things to do with my life. It's not a... You see, people...